memory management. Yesterday we have discussed, revised some of the part from contiguous memory allocation. Then we have started with the non-contiguous memory allocation, in which we have also discussed there is a problem of internal and external fragmentation in contiguous memory allocation. So even if we have a space, we cannot allocate a space to the new memory. It is called as the external fragmentation. And if we allocate any partition to any process, and if in that partition, if any space will be left over, then it is called as the internal fragmentation, isn't it? So to overcome that external fragmentation issue, we have a technique where it is called as the non-contiguous memory allocation. In this external issue of external fragmentation, external fragmentation will be overcome. Now how? Because in non-contiguous memory allocation, we can divide the process. We can divide the process into different partition, and we can also allocate the disk, matlab, the space which is not continue in the RAM, right? If it is the space is available at the different places also, we can place our partitions of the process into that memory, which is the non-contiguous memory allocation. In that we have two parts, fixed and variable. Fixed partition is called as the paging, and the variable partition is called as the segmentation. Now in paging, we have a little bit, or the concept we have started yesterday, in which your process which is available in the secondary memory, that process will be divided into the fixed length partition. Okay, your process will be divided into the fixed partition in the secondary memory itself. That each partition is called as the pages of that memory. तो आपकी जो process रहेगी वो different pages में divide की जाएगी. Okay, now those pages we are keeping it in the RAM. How we are keeping that? In the RAM also, we are dividing this memory into the fixed size. But remember, your partition or this partition of the RAM is called as the frames. Okay, so this frame size must be equal to the page size of the pages. This is the requirement. कि ये हमेशा क्या होता है? Page size will be equals to the frame size. और तभी जाके हम क्या कर सकते हैं? The pages of this process we can keep or we can switch into the frames. उतने size के ही pages उसमें shift हो जाएंगे. अगर वैसा नहीं करते हैं, if we are not dividing, then what will happen? To understand or to analyze the remaining place, whatever the remaining place is there in the RAM, to understand that, and every time it will be dynamic. वो हर बार क्या होता रहेगा? स्टेटस उसका अपडेट होता रहेगा ना कि इतना प्लेस अवेलेबल है, अभी 3 बाइट है, अभी 4 बाइट है, अभी 7 बाइट है. Like this, every time it will be dynamic. So to understand that, to analyze that, and then to divide into different parts according to the availability of the memory, that will be very time consuming process, and as well as time जैसे ही बढ़ा उसमें work बढ़ा, मतलब cost भी बढ़ गया. So it is better to divide our RAM also in the fixed size, that is in the frames, so we can easily keep our pages into the RAM. Okay, so we have taken this example also. Even if any process which is ongoing, which will terminate, then on that place we can place any new page or any, we can say any new process also, right? That was the paging part. Now I want to explain with one example how the mapping will be done. Here we have started that CPU will always deal with the physical address. Okay, whenever the physical will access anything, जब भी वो कोई पेज एक्सेस करना चाहता है, that time it will access or it will ask by using the logical addresses. So CPU always uses logical address. CPU always uses logical address, and we need to map this logical address into the physical address. into the physical address. Now, who does this physical address mapping or logical to physical address mapping? MMU, that is memory management unit. It will deal with the we can say conversion, or this is called as the mapping technique. ठीक है. अब इसमें क्या होता है, मान लो suppose we have one process here, the P1 process. Here we have a P1 process, and these are divided into the two parts, that is page 1 and the page 0. Okay, so the data which is available in this process, this will be again divided, or this will be represented in a byte. मतलब ये total कितना है, मान लो this process size is, this total process size is the 4 byte. Fine, this total process size is the 4 byte, and the page size here is 2 byte. ठीक है. Now, can you tell me the number of pages? We have already drawn here. Number of pages will be total process size. उसको हम equal parts में divide कर रहे हैं. So this 4 byte divided by 2 byte, isn't it? So total 2 partitions, or we can say total number of pages will be 2. So in this way, we have this pages. Now this 4 byte will be represented in this memory like this: 0, 1, 2, 3. Total 4 bytes हुए, 0 to 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, always remember our memory is byte addressable. Our memory is byte addressable. अब byte addressable मतलब क्या होता है? Whenever we are representing any value, मान लो if I want to represent the 2 pages are there. Okay, how many pages are there? 2 pages are there. Then how many values, by using which values I can represent that? Either by 0, either by 1. That means how many bit I want to represent that value? Only 1 bit, right? I want only 1 bit. Suppose I want to represent 0 to, or we can say total 8 bit. मुझे क्या करना है? 8 bit को represent करना है. That means 0 to 7. Okay, so how many bits I want? 0, 0, 0. अगर 0 को represent करना है 0, 0, 0, और final value represent करनी है तो 1, 1, 1, like this, right? So total 3 bits we want to represent this. So our memory is always the byte addressable. ठीक है? Now one more thing. So this is total size is 16 byte. Okay, this is total size is 16 byte. Now here I am taking the frame size is equals to 2 byte. Fine. So this will be number of frames, we can say here. This is the RAM, huh? This is the RAM size. This we are representing as a RAM. And this is our process, and this is the RAM. We have to place this process here, or whenever the CPU will ask for the details of this process, then we are going to fetch that from the RAM. We are going to fetch this into the RAM, right? So frame size here is 2 byte. Size of total RAM is 16 byte. So we can say the number of frames will be 16 byte divided by 2 byte, right? So total कितने frames रहेंगे इसमें? Total 8 frames. So we have denoted this total 0 to 7. That is total 8 frames we have. Now remember, suppose here some of the part is already executed. Some of the part is already executed. और we can say कोई एक दूसरी प्रोसेस है जिसने ये ऑलरेडी ऑक्यूपाई कर लिया है. ओके, इसने भी ये कुछ इधर ऑक्यूपाई कर लिया है. Now if I will say this process will arrive, we have some of the part remaining or some of the places already available in the RAM. So we can place this process because this process requires only 4 byte which is already available in the RAM. So here we have 2 pages. ये process अगर newly आती है, ready है जो, Now we have to put that into the RAM. So if this position is already filled, okay, so now we are going to place this 0 page. This is suppose P0 page. We are going to place this page here at this location. Okay, so P0 का 1 0 and the 1 byte यहाँ 4 and 5 place पे इसको हम place करेंगे. Okay, now the second is the P1. तो P1 अभी यहाँ पे continue allocation we cannot do because इसका जो continue address यहाँ पे है which is already occupied by some other process. So the next page of that P1 process we are going to keep here. So P0 and the P1. Okay, इसको हमने क्या किया यहाँ पे fetch कर दिया. Fine. Now whenever CPU wants to access the data or CPU wants to access some details or the bytes of this, CPU is not aware whatever the paging is happening here. Okay, जो हमने pages को divide किया है and this process we have kept here somewhere in frames, वो CPU को उससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है. CPU is not aware about the paging. Okay, simply CPU will simply request for the byte number. Means CPU will only ask about, I want this third byte. I want this third byte. Okay, but where is this third byte? Is it available at the third position of this main memory? Is it available at this third place? No. So where it is? This third is present here. That is at 9th position. मतलब 9th byte जो है यहाँ पे इस RAM में वहां पे अपना third byte available है. So we want कि ये third byte of the page should be converted to the RAM's 9th byte. इस 9th byte पे जो भी होगा वो fetch हुआ हुआ data है ना, तो वो उसको convert होना चाहिए, उसको मिलना चाहिए CPU को. So we want this mapping, we want this conversion. Okay, and this conversion is performed by ये जो address का conversion है या address का mapping है from logical to physical, this mapping is done by the MMU. Okay, are you getting what MMU is performing here? Simply you have to remember whenever the pages are placed into the main memory, into the RAM, so remember it is not placed in the sequential manner. कहीं पे भी पूरे total RAM में कहीं पे भी हो सकता है. So whenever CPU is asking for any page table. Okay, we have a page table. Now how that mapping will be happening, let me explain. Okay. Now what I said, what CPU wants, suppose this is a P1 process who is available in the CPU, which is asking for the third byte. Now we have to find out from the RAM and which is available at the 9th position. And this 9th position is called as the absolute address or the physical address. Okay, and this is called as, this 3 is called as the logical address. Viva questions इस पे पूछे जाते हैं. This 3 is called as the logical address. Now, we will be having one table, 0 and the 1. Now, what is this table? This is called as page table of P1. MMU who uses this page table. Memory management uses this page table where you will get the information that your 0th page is kept at which frame. अब लास्ट इस वाले एग्जांपल में क्या था हमारा कि हमने कहाँ रखा हुआ है हमारा फ्रेम 2 में. दिस इज 0 1 2. P0 कहाँ पे रखा हुआ है फ्रेम 2 में और P1 कहाँ पे रखा है फ्रेम 4 में. So this entry will be available here. Our one page, first page is available at F4 and 0 page is available at F2. So this is the page table of P1. From here, it will be fetched by the MMU and it will be provided to the CPU. Okay. But remember, CPU always works on the logical address. Okay. Now, this is simply, we can say, the paging technique. And the CPU, जब भी हम इसको कहते हैं कि CPU access करता है logical address, then this logical address contains the two parts, P and the D. This P is the process ID, and this is we also call it as a descriptor, या फिर हम इसको page size भी कहते हैं, या page offset भी बोलते हैं. And this is page number. ठीक है, whenever CPU will ask or it will write the logical address, so it will be represented by P and the D. Fine. Now this P, this page number will be used to find out your frame number from the page table. यहाँ पे क्या रहेगा, कुछ details रहेंगे ना यहाँ पे उस frame के. और मान लो ये page जो CPU is asking for, CPU is asking for this page, and this page number is located at this frame. So from where we are getting this information? From this page table. Fine. So it will be mapped here and it will be identified from here. And then for this, we will be having one physical address. Now physical address will have two parts. One is F and another one is the D. Now this F is nothing but the frame number. Okay, this F is frame number and this D is the frame size, or we also called as frame offset. Okay, frame offset. Now, and where it is connected, अब यहाँ से हमको क्या मिला? From here, we have received the physical address. Okay, from this page table, we have received the physical address. And always remember, this D and this D is always equal. जो logical address का D है और ये है, ये हमेशा क्या रहेंगे? Equal रहेंगे. क्यों? Because page size and the frame size is always equal. जो हमने paging में पहले ही देखा. That should be always equal. तभी वो partition उसमें हम क्या कर सकते हैं? Swap कर सकते हैं. Now, this and this value is always equal. Page number and frame number will be different. So this is the physical address and this is the logical address. Now, if we will, once we will get this address, this physical address, now we can search into the RAM. Suppose ये हमारा क्या है? RAM है, in which we have frames, in which we have different frames. So this frame number, suppose this is कोई randomly यहाँ पे ये frame available है. Now here somewhere we will be having some data. So we will switch this frame to, or we will CPU now will drive this frame from the main memory. Okay. So this is the procedure of your paging. So whenever in the Viva examination, you will be asked for to explain the paging technique. That time you have to explain by using either सामने है तो easily you can draw a diagram and you can explain. Otherwise you have to tell the complete method. कि address क्या होता है, logical address, who will use that logical address, who will use the physical address, and how the logical to physical mapping will be done by using the paging technique, and how we are providing the actual data to the CPU at the time of execution. Okay, so this is the paging technique. Simple है, बस थोड़ा सा एक बार रिवाइज करना, रिविजन करना इस टॉपिक का, क्योंकि this is very important point. मतलब if you are studying operating system, then this is the fundamental point. मतलब ये इसका बेसिक ही है, आपको ये पता ही होना चाहिए कि पेजिंग टेक्निक कैसे होती है. Fine. Now one more type from this memory management technique is the variable non-contiguous technique, which we call as a segmentation. क्या कहते हैं हम उसको? Segmentation. Now what is happening in this segmentation? In paging, we said कि कोई एक process है, we divided into the two parts and we fetched that into the RAM. But what is happening? What is the problem? What is the issue in that paging? Suppose this is my any one of the process, okay? And here in between of this process, suppose I have one function which is called as add, that is the addition function I have, okay? तो उसका एक part मेरा इधर है कुछ, तो इस ये function इधर है और ये function इधर है, fine. Now suppose if I have a place here in the RAM and if this partition will be placed here, ठीक है, ये partition इधर place हुआ and somewhere here I have put some another partition, okay? So what I want to do, if I want to run this function, then immediately I have to put next this another page for the further execution. Why? Because this addition function जो है उसका पूरा जो line of code है, this addition जो भी इसका line of code है, this is divided into these two pages. It is not available in the single frame, okay? So if we are putting up this one partition here somewhere and this another partition here somewhere, and if CPU will take this partition first to execute, okay? But what will happen? It will not complete its execution because the next part of this method is or the function is available in this partition. So either हमें ऐसा करना पड़ेगा कुछ कि इसके बाद immediately ये run हो, अगर नहीं यहाँ पे कुछ और दूसरा वो print होके कुछ दूसरा run हो रहा है, then ये तो pending रहेगा ही, ये भी pending रहेगा ही, so entire process will be pending. Okay, so here in this paging, what we are doing, without knowing the internal line of code, where this function is terminating, where this particular method is ending, without knowing the internal code or the user requirement of the execution, we are simply dividing the process into the different pages. That is the paging, right? हम वहां पे कुछ analysis नहीं कर रहे हैं कि कहाँ शुरू हो रहा है function, कहाँ पे खत्म हो रहा है, कहाँ तक इसको चाहिए. We are not dealing with that. Simply we are dividing and we are just keeping that pages into the frames. Done. This is the paging, right? So what we are doing in the segmentation, simply we are dividing the process according to the user requirement. Method wise रहेगा. जैसे मान लो यहाँ पे कुछ first segment है जो कि main function है हमारा. ठीक. But suppose here I have some addition function. Here suppose subtraction function. Division. Here suppose I have some any square root function. यहाँ पे कुछ multiplication function. Okay. So accordingly, what I am doing, this is my entire process. This is my entire process. And in that process, I have these different parts. So according to the methods and the functions which are available into the process, I am dividing that process. Okay. So this process I have divided into the 6 parts. Now here in the segmentation, this each partition, we are calling it as a segment. Okay. This we are calling it as a segment. Now remember, in paging, every partition will be of equal size, right? Every partition will be of equal size. But in segmentation, it is not necessary कि your segment will be of equal size. अभी ये addition का function, it may possible कि इसको line of code सिर्फ 4 ही है, इसको 4 byte ही चाहिए. इस subtraction is suppose I have some more line of code here. Square root में कुछ कम है या ज़्यादा है, multiplication में ज़्यादा है. So these all segments are of different sizes. Okay. Unlike paging में क्या है, size है और ये different is, that is the same. Now we are fetching these segments into the RAM. We are fetching these segments into the RAM. Now what is happening here also? Whenever CPU is asking for any segment, that again MMU has to transfer that logical address into the physical address. The process will be same here also, like the paging. Okay, conversion will be done from logical address into the physical address. Fine. Now from where it will be fetched? By using the segment table of process P1. This is suppose process P1, and this is a table, segment table for the process. Now what will be available in this segment? Here we will be having a base address. Here we will be having the base address, and this column will be up to which this particular segment is available. मतलब उसका total size कितना है उस segment का. This column will represent the size and this column will represent the base address. Now what is mean by base address? At which location or at which memory address this segment will be starting. Okay. So this segment table will be having the equal number of entries जितने की आपके segments होंगे उस process. If in this process, if I have total 6 segments, then in segment table also I will be having total 6 entries. Okay. Now this is available in this RAM somewhere. मान लो यहाँ पे ये कुछ जैसे S0, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5 ये 6 एंट्रीज हैं, और मेरा S5 मान लो इधर है, S4 इधर है, S2, S3, सपोज S0 इधर है और S1 इधर है. This is RAM, right? किधर भी हो, this is a non-contiguous memory allocation. So anywhere the segments will be available. Okay, and suppose this is the starting. This is 0, and this is 1500. Suppose this is 1800, 2000. This is the memory location. Fine. Now for this S0, in this segment table of this process P1, the entries will be like this. This S0 base address is the starting location of this S0 segment. 2200. This is the starting location. So base address will be 2200. And the size of, मतलब इसका total size कहाँ से कहाँ तक है? 2200 to 2400. मतलब total इसका size कितना है? 200. Right? So like this, all entries will be available. For S1 is starting from 2400 up to 2600. मतलब इसका size भी कितना है? 200. Right? So like this, the segment table will be having the entries, and your MMU will be fetching out the segments from the RAM, or it will be giving all the details to the CPU. Okay. Now, whenever it will be fetched, suppose CPU will ask for, here also again we'll be having 2 partitions. One will be the segment number and another will be the segment size और segment offset जिसे हम कहते हैं. ये होगा आपका logical address. CPU जिससे डील करता है वो होता है logical address. Now CPU is asking for, CPU यहाँ पे उसका दिया जाएगा segment number और दिया जाएगा segment का total size कि उसको कितना read करना है. How much bytes CPU wants to read. Now here suppose CPU is asking for S3, segment 3. Okay. And CPU wants to read total, suppose 500 bytes. Okay, CPU is asking for 500 bytes. Now, whenever MMU will be fetching out this logical to physical addressing, now there will be one condition. Okay, अब क्या पूछ रहा है ये? S3 segment read करना है. Okay, now it will map, MMU will map from here, from the segment table. अब S3 की entry क्या रहेगी? 2000 will be the starting. And total कितना है? 200. Fine. So what S3 will match, MMU will map, कि whenever it is asking for the S3, it will check कि okay, the starting or the base address of this S3 is 2000. Fine. But the total size is 200 of this segment. But CPU is asking for the 500 byte. Right? But the CPU is asking for the 500 byte. So we cannot, मतलब 200 तो हम इसमें से दे देंगे, but बचे हुए 300, from where we are going to give that? We can't give the next segment, or because वो कम पड़ जाएगा या तो उसमें का आधा ही चला जाएगा, देन देयर इज नो यूज। वही तो हम पेजिंग में से यहाँ पे ओवरकम कर रहे हैं, राइट? दैट यूजर प्रोसेस शुड बी प्रॉपरली डिवाइडेड एंड इट शुड बी प्रॉपरली मैप्ड, वही हमको चाहिए। सो व्हाट MMU विल डू हियर कि बेस एड्रेस चेक करेगा एंड इट विल चेक फॉर दिस एंड दिस, एंड इट विल ऑलवेज मेक श्योर कि whatever CPU is asking, what's it asking here? 500 byte I want to read, CPU is saying, okay. It will match with the size of that segment if it is less than or equal to that segment size. If it is less than or equals to the segment size, then only this segment will be mapped out to the CPU for the execution. Okay. Now here in this case 500 byte is not, मतलब ये condition क्या हुआ हमारा इधर? False हुआ, right? False हुआ. So your MMU, or we can say your CPU, can't fetch this frame from the RAM to, for the further execution. समझ में आया? वहां पे वो सेगमेंट फिर कंसीडर नहीं किया जाएगा. Now suppose if CPU is asking, here suppose CPU is asking for 200 byte. If CPU has given the S3 as a segment number, and if CPU is saying I want to read 200 byte, then what MMU will do? The MMU will simply fetch this logical to physical address. Okay, it will search for the data from here in the RAM, and what will happen here? It will check the condition asking for the 200 byte, which is less than equals to the size 200 equals to 200. Condition is true. So now this data or this segment will be fetched into the CPU for the further execution. तो वो segment वहां पे क्या होगा? Execute हो जाएगा. This is the segmentation. Is it clear? कौन सा प्रॉब्लम हम पेजिंग का इधर ओवरकम कर रहे हैं? Are you getting this? Clear है जानवी, आर्यन? और कौन है इधर? ओमकार, रितिका, स्टूडेंट्स? चैट बॉक्स में यस यस, क्यों माइक अनम्यूट नहीं करने को होता? मोक्षा, ओके,
यस मैम,
ठीक है. Are you getting this? Why we are using segmentation over the or what is the difference between paging and the segmentation? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So one more we can say concept is there, which is called as overlay. Now what is this overlay? If suppose sometimes it may possible whatever you have the RAM size. Now whenever we have dealt with this all processes, we are saying it should be minimum size or the equal to size of this RAM. मतलब उसका size उतना RAM के size के जितना रहेगा तभी हम तो process इसमें डाल सकेंगे, right? If the process is having the larger size, वो वाला example हमने कभी देखा ही नहीं कि process का size larger than the RAM है, तो क्या करेंगे? So that problem we can overcome or we can deal with the overlay concept. Now what is this overlay concept? If we have the process which is having the size greater than the size of your RAM, बहुत rarely होता है, but it may possible. Sometimes we have some complex processes, we require a lot of memory for that, but which is greater than the RAM size. So how we can simplify that? So that those type of the processes also we can solve, we can execute by using the overlay concept. In that, what we do, in RAM, we only fetch those segment of the processes which we currently want to execute. उसमें ऐसा टेक्निक होता है जिसमें अभी अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल नाउ आई वांट टू execute this division function, I want to execute this division method, then what I will do, I will simply put this only segment into the RAM, remaining will be residing into the secondary memory only. वो सब कुछ RAM में नहीं आएंगे. Okay, so if you have the process size is greater than the RAM, that also we can execute by using the overlay concept, in which we only fetch those segments or those part of the process which we currently wants to execute. Only that part we are going to fetch into the main memory. Okay, that is called as the overlay. So this is what all your paging segmentation and the overlay part. Sometimes it may possible whatever is CPU is asking for, it is not available in the RAM memory. Okay, क्या होता है कि मान लो कोई एक पेज नंबर, कोई एक सेगमेंट जो है सीपीयू ने मांगा, आई वांट सेगमेंट 4. Okay, I want to read the segment 4 200 byte, and MMU is tackling, or we can say mapping out that logical address into the physical. But if the entry is not found, या फिर वो particular page or the segment if it is not available in the RAM at that time, then it is called as the page fault or the segment fault. This is called as the page fault. So if it is not found in the RAM, page fault मतलब basically not in the RAM also, मतलब secondary memory में भी अगर नहीं है, if that page is not available into the RAM as well as in any memory or secondary memory also, then in that case, that error we called it as a page fault. This is called as page fault or the segment fault. Whatever the CPU is asking for any page or the segment, and if that page or segment is not available in the secondary memory also, then it is called as the page fault. तो वहां पे वो सर्चिंग वगैरह सब काम भी सब पूरा MMU का रहता है. Okay, so this is paging, segmentation, overlay, and the page fault. I hope this is clear. So in tomorrow's session we will we will start with the numericals. इसके कुछ strategy होती है और memory allocation के processes में. So that we will see in the next lecture.